To catch you up on speed, this is my POP, and this year my focus was on math. And our math scores consistently over the past couple of years have been rock bottom, and so we were trying to figure out what was missing, what was the missing component. So we decided to focus on math this year. And to let you know the setup of the actual chart, on the far left-hand side there's kind of a purple solid line. That is beginning MAP scores. So that's where we began as a school proficiency at the beginning of the year in fall, and it was at 36%, which matches where we were also in K-Prep as well, if you looked at that data. So from there, so you can see where our focus became math. From there, if you kind of come to the middle and right above where it says February, you'll see our winter data, which we went from 36 to 39, and then the May data, we are in the midst of K-Prep in the midst of MAP right now, and so far our fourth grade has finished completely and 2 of our fifth grade has finished, and thus far they have a 58% on proficiency. So with that, the next thing I want you to look at is, if you'll see the highlighted in yellow lines, that is summative data. From the beginning of the year throughout, we've gotten through 5 summative datas at this point. And the thing that I really struggled with throughout this year with my POP was that my summative data, for me, wasn't matching the work I was seeing in the classroom. You'll see that the summative data looks really great, 61%, 67, 70, 73, and even 73 as late as this data was just collected yesterday. And so one of the things that we have been talking about and having really honest conversations about during data teams is the legitimacy of our summative assessments, which is, we were kind of talking earlier about that. Are they holding that knowledge? Because when they get to MAP, they weren't holding it, and when they're not holding it in MAP, we see the same results in K-Prep. They mirror each other. So we have to make sure that when kids are assessing on their own without someone being right there, that their assessment is good, strong information that they know. So that's kind of what that's been telling us. The other thing that's come out of the POP process for me as a leader has been how it has taken a mind of its own, and I've really enjoyed that process, if enjoyed is the right word. It's grown me as a leader because my teachers have taken control over it. They've done that to me 2 years in a row. And what I mean by that is this. If you notice the line that's kind of red and it kind of zigzags, and it flat lines right here at the end and even goes down a little bit, those are when kids know their learning target and success criteria. So what happened was the teacher said, that's not what we want you doing anymore. We want you to change your feedback form. And so the feedback form changed with their help from going to just literally interviewing kids, do you know the success criteria, how do you know, to a conferring form where it has the name of the child on the side, and then it actually has conferring notes. So what would happen is I would come in and join a group, and I become an extra teacher in the room with the child, and so the teacher doesn't bother where I am. I give conferring notes on those students, which became much more powerful. I still get my POP data. I can easily find out if they know the learning target. I can easily find out if they know the success criteria, but I'm also learning about students and their growth and the real information, and kids love it, and teachers like it, and they tell me when I forget to copy it and put it back in their box. So the fact that they've taken such ownership of that has been, for us, the most important part of our professional learning that's come out of the POP. And what I'd love to do is start figuring out how to use this in a teacher format where they can track their data and see that it's powerful for them, so that they will own the fact that, hey, my formatives aren't matching my summatives, and that's why the end result's not happening. And when that happens, you know what the results will be. So that's my POP data.